Yeah. La-di-da-di-da-di, testing, 1, 2, 3. I like watches.
Speak up.
Yeah. Alright, so,
Hey guys. I couldn't resist, sorry.
Yeah.
Reporting live from the news desk here in Astoria, Queens.
Okay, hi guys, and welcome to the show. And I'm joined once again by Giancarlo. How are you, sir?
Pretty good, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. So, we've both had a really, well, we can't talk about it too much, but we had a very interesting day today.
Very.
A lot of beautiful watches, and we've both borrowed some watches. And actually, I've got my sub in here. Yeah, a quick wristwatch check. So what are you wearing?
I am wearing the Seiko Marine Master 300.
Very nice. And this is from Jeremy.
Yes, one of our dear admins and good friend, Jeremy Corral. And he let me borrow this beautiful Seiko Marine Master.
I didn't know about this.
It's gorgeous.
It is gorgeous. It's got a ton of presence.
It really does. I mean, it's girthy and beefy, but it wears well on the wrist, and it's just a gorgeous piece.
It's a serious watch.
Yep, it really is.
So I'm wearing, probably thought it was my Submariner, but this is actually a two-tone, slightly earlier pre-ceramic Submariner from a good friend of ours. Unfortunately, I can't borrow it too long because I do like the use of my legs, and I have to give it back to him.
Yeah.
So because it was given to him by his wife.
Prized possession.
Yeah, I'd love some more time with it.
Mm-hmm.
I've also brought in my own sub because I think it kind of adds an interesting aspect. There's a lot going on here. First of all, let's talk about your Seiko. So how long have you had this particular one?
2 days.
2 days.
Yeah, so
oh, wow, so
still,
not long.
Yeah, not long at all. I'm still test driving it. It's a beautiful piece. I'm sure there's a lot of experts on the Marine Master. I think I mentioned to you.
It's very desired, isn't it?
It is, and I think there's limited amounts. I remember Jeremy telling me there's limited amounts available from Japan, I believe.
Oh, really? Right.
I do think there's some sellers here in the U.S. that do sell them, but I know that most people go to Japan, and there is a limited market for them.
Nice.
I'm not limited market. There's a limited presence for them to buy. But gorgeous piece. I mean, it's beefy.
And they're not cheap either.
No.
What, $2 grand?
Around that, yeah. Around that, maybe a little bit more. It's got this amazing micro adjustment.
Yes, I was quite impressed by that.
Yeah.
Is this Seiko's answer? It must be Seiko's answer to the glide lock.
I believe it is. And I actually think, the glide lock's great. It's a little more subtle.
Yeah.
This is more in your face adjustment. Like, this is for an adjustment.
Yeah.
Actually, when I first received it, Jeremy, I thought it was broken.
Really?
It kind of caught me off guard. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, because it looks a little strange when it's open like that.
It does.
But the advantage this has, you don't have to take it off the wrist.
No.
You can adjust it on the wrist, whereas the glide lock, you have to take the watch off.
Which is great for friends like Jeremy and I, who have similar wrist sizes, but not exactly the same.
Right.
We don't have to do the whole tool thing.
Right.
You just...
So what's the water resistance on that?
300 meters.
Nice.
Yeah, 300 meters.
And I'll mention it off the bat. The first thing I noticed, even in a reasonably well-lit room, the lume is just mad.
It really is.
Yeah.
It just really pops. I think I've been going into every dark room in the office here because it's just so entertaining to just light up the room with this beautiful lume.
The dial layout is gorgeous.
It's gorgeous. Yeah. It really is. It's going to give that a run for its money.
Yeah. I think we're going to have to do a duel. I think
so.
Another duel.
That'll be a great duel, I think.
Yeah.
Controversial, maybe.
Yeah, definitely. So I've got to ask, is the bezel ceramic? It kind of looks like that. It looks a little like Bakelite from the old...
It does. It's hard to say. I'm not sure, guys.
Yeah, if you know...
Please let us know, Jeremy.
It is beautifully done.
It's great. It looks ceramic to me, but when I look at your sub and I look at this, I almost want to say no.
Right. It's less glossy.
Correct.
But then again, I've seen ceramic bezels that are matte. So
Yeah, that's true.
is there anything you don't like about the...
You know, the crown's a bit beefy.
Right, because I was about to say, it sticks out quite a bit.
It does. But I mean, you know what? The watch, it's 44 millimeter, so you want...
Oh, really? Is that big?
Oh, yeah, it's a beefy watch.
Wow.
It's a good size, good wrist presence.
Yeah.
But yeah, the crown does stick out a bit. What I do like, though, it doesn't actually stab you, though.
Right.
You know, sometimes these bigger, sometimes these bigger crowns do like kind of, you know, poach you there.
Yeah.
But it actually doesn't poach the bottom of the wrist there.
Nice. And so we got Hardlex with what do you call it? Anti-reflective coating, right?
Yep.
So what is the movement in this particular watch?
I believe it's the 8L35 26 jewel movement for Seiko.
And this is a higher end Seiko.
Yeah, it's the higher end, and I think it's similar to some of the movements they put in the Grand Seikos. Guys, correct me if I'm wrong, but I do remember when I was doing my research and in talks with Jeremy, I think there's movements that are very similar to this one that go into some of the higher end.
And it's quite accurate as well, right?
Oh yeah, it's +5 a day.
Beautiful. And of course it's in-house because it's Seiko. Yeah, very impressive.
You know, when I first put it on, I said, wow, it's a bit much.
What is the power reserve?
It's 50 hours.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Nice.
So it's not
and you got a smooth sweep there. It must be 28,800 by the looks of it.
Really smooth sweep.
Yeah.
Look at that second hand too.
Yeah, it's got a little paddle.
I like that. Yeah.
It's very actually I've got to say I've only just noticed the chapter ring is quite subtle compared to like an SKX where it's quite big.
Yeah, no, it is.
Yeah. So have you been converted? Would you buy one of these?
I think I would.
Really?
Yeah. No,
Do you think it's worth $2,000?
Yes.
Really?
Yes, it is. Its quality is incredible. I mean, this is a great quality piece. Feels, substance.
Quality.
I love it. I really do. And I know I say that about a lot of watches. I feel like I love every watch.
Yeah.
But, you know, I guess the watches that I come across, especially these recent few weeks, are just amazing. And this one really is worth the quality. It just shows again what Seiko can do.
I'm going to ask you a very controversial question because I know you own the Black Bay. This and the Black Bay, which do you think's better?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
It's a tough one.
Yeah.
It's going to be controversial, but I have to spend more time with this.
Okay.
I'm going to chicken out. Sorry, guys. I'm not going to answer it right now. I've only been wearing this for 2 days. Nice try, T.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Actually, well, the Tudor fans are not as hostile as Rolex fans. If you said that was better than the ceramic sub,
I think I'd get pushed off the bridge.
Yeah.
No, I'm not ready to say. I need to test drive. Ask me in 2 weeks.
2 days. I mean, you've had it 2 days, so it's I just noticed you got drilled lug holes.
Yeah.
How's the bracelet?
It's great.
Yeah.
You know, at first I guess I'm a Jubilee. I like Jubilee bracelets a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, I think a Jubilee would look great on this.
Yeah.
But this bracelet looks beautiful. I mean, it's a well-made, solid bracelet. For Seiko, I mean, it's probably the best bracelet I've ever seen on a Seiko.
Right. And you got a mix of different polished and matted,
Yeah, it's a mix.
Yeah, I see that. And that case got a lovely shape to it, very curvaceous.
Yep.
It's gorgeous.
You know, and I was thinking too, like, you know, what some of the Grand Seiko divers look like in comparison to this, because I mean, for $2,000 you get this, and then some of those Grand Seikos are much more expensive. What's the difference?
In terms of quality, do you think?
Because this is great quality.
That's the thing, is that with the Saabs, their finishing is incredible.
You've always said that in your videos.
Yeah, I have.
With the Saab.
It's something that Seiko, especially with the mid-range, the high-range, they just do so well. It'd be interesting to learn more about who exactly did the finishing, because we're going into Grand Seiko territory. I think they use a special technique that it will be interesting to see, compare it directly. But you can tell from here it looks quality.
It does.
Yeah.
No, it's a great piece. Looking forward to test driving it for a few more weeks.
How's the bezel action?
It's great. Nice, smooth action.
That's definitely better than the Tudor, though, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That
so
is.
I can hear it's 120.
You hear that, right? Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
And it lines up.
Beautiful.
Which you would expect, hopefully.
Yeah, of course.
To watch at that price.
Yeah, obviously Seiko have got the QC, absolutely spot on for this.
It's a lot of writing. That's a little bit of that was a pet peeve of me with the Pelagos.
Interesting. I was going to say that there is a lot on that dial.
It's like a paragraph.
Yeah.
Like the Pelagos.
Right.
That's always been a pet peeve of mine with the Pelagos.
Yeah.
It's a little bit too much writing.
Yeah. It's a beautiful layout.
But that's like, that's like you trying to find something wrong with the 104. I mean, there's really not a lot wrong. I mean, I know it's only been 2 days, but still, aesthetically right now, I don't think there's much wrong. But looking at something right now, trying to find something, that's
interesting.
That's a little pet peeve, I guess,
yeah,
already.
Very interesting. It's gorgeous. So I'm going to move on to the two-tone sub, which, in all fairness, I've only had on for the day because I've got to give it back. So I'll just go through a little bit of the specifications. It is, of course, a mix of stainless steel, the Rolex 904L, and of course 18 karat yellow gold. So we have sapphire glass, we've got the 3135 caliber movement inside, which is of course 31 joules, 48-hour power reserve. Interestingly, yours has the higher power reserve. And off the bat, I've got to say I'm really quite taken by this watch. But this is where it gets tricky. It's the same price, roughly, thereabouts, as my entirely stainless steel ceramic sub. And this thing, I've really, actually, it's made me appreciate my ceramic sub, because the ceramic sub, I've got the glide lock, this doesn't. It's all the links are solid. This does have the solid end links, but when I was sizing it, I took the link out.
That was an interesting experience.
Yeah,
when he was sizing it in front of the owner.
Yeah.
That was when that one
my hand shaking like this.
When that pin flew.
Oh yeah, one of the pins shot off.
That was great.
I thought I was going to be in a wheelchair, but anyway, yeah. What's really interesting, the center link, which is a high polish 18 karat yellow gold, is not solid. But,
and you feel it.
Yeah, you do feel it. Mm-hmm. You do feel it. Although the weight is about the same, because I think gold is a little bit heavier than steel. Guys, do correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure gold is more heavy.
Get your scales out, please.
Yeah. Is it worth the same? It has the older loom. It doesn't have the upgraded movement with the Paraflex and the shock absorbers and the Parachrome hairspring. Yeah. This one has the Niverox, the earlier one. Also, I've got to say, in certain light, the dial, it's not a sunburst blue. It's kind of like a sapphire. It's like a gem. It's not a.
It's not the squalid blue.
No, certainly not. No. It does have a lovely luster to it, but in certain lights, like I'm looking at it right now, I can hardly see the Rolex.
I noticed that as well.
Yeah, which is.
It's not good for wrist shots.
No, yeah.
You can't see it. Sometimes it really is.
Yeah, you don't see the writing, and other times it's
prominent.
Yeah, it's very prominent. And also the loom, I'll include a loom shot comparing the Super Luminova that Rolex used before and the new Chromolite. As a dive watch,
it's night and day.
Yeah, it's
pun intended.
Yeah, compared to the new ceramic Submariner. But they're still the same price. I mean, you're really paying for that little kind of flashy. It's not that flashy.
No, it's not. It's not. You know what was flashy? That other Rolex we tried on today.
Oh yeah.
You guys will see that soon.
Yeah, you. Oh my God, that was
flashy.
Yeah, that was flashy. Yeah, it's subdued, and I'm starting to. When I first put this on, I thought, am I gonna get a two-tone sub now? But now it's actually made me appreciate the ceramic.
Do they make this in ceramic? Excuse my.
Yeah, they do.
You
can get, but it's substantially more.
Yeah, of course.
And I gotta say, I've been wearing the sub a lot more recently because I just need to wear these things, and I really, especially with the temperature changing.
Yeah.
I really appreciate the glide lock system.
Yeah, you sweat a little bit, your wrist expands, and it's an easy. You know how I feel about the older Rolexes to the newer Rolexes on the sub side at least.
Yeah.
And especially with the bracelets.
Yeah.
To me, I would invest in the newer because of that glide lock.
Absolutely.
And it just feels. And please don't take this the wrong way, guys who have that Rolex. It doesn't feel. there's something about the way the older Rolex bracelet feels and closes.
Yeah, absolutely.
That I just, you know, to me, the newer ones just do it for me more.
Absolutely, absolutely. Don't get me wrong, I still love these pre-ceramic Submariners, but it's quite a difference going back. And I got to say, I prefer, for me, two-tone. I like Jubilee two-tones.
Me too.
You know?
Me too.
This, I can see it's already getting scratched up. It's a little bit, I don't know. On a diver, I don't know. I'm not, you know, head over heels about it. I must say, I do love the gold hands.
Yeah, I want to see what diver wore this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like some Rico Suave guy, or, you know?
You know what? It's for diving into jacuzzis and spilling champagne.
Oh, yeah.
It's not.
Exactly.
You know, it's not.
Champagne divers.
What's the chap called? Jacques Cousteau.
Yeah.
Jacques Cousteau, wouldn't it? You know. I have to say though, I love the little gold accent on the applied markers.
I do too.
It is a little
subtle,
extra. Yeah.
Nicely done.
Having said that, on the ceramic it's white gold, so even more subtle. But there's something to be said about yellow gold. I've really enjoyed wearing this. I don't think it's gaudy.
No, it's not gaudy.
It's I'm not saying understated, but it's
not understated, but it's not gaudy either. It falls somewhere in between.
Yeah.
You know, and
it's tastefully done flashiness, if that's even a thing, which is quite interesting.
I wonder what everybody thinks out there.
Yeah, guys, what do you think of a two-tone sub? Is it a heresy to tool watches and divers, or is it a logical step for a luxury dive watch from Rolex? You know? It is a bit of a conundrum, because at the end of the day, Rolex started making tool watches, these, you know, and it became luxury. It's so funny how the evolution of the brand.
It really is.
Yeah.
We got to do the duel.
Oh, we got to do the duel. I'm actually more interested in seeing the duel between the ceramic sub and that.
Yes. No, that's what I meant. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I meant between that.
Right.
This and the ceramic sub.
Yeah, definitely, because I think they're both still very much tool watches at heart. And
it's gorgeous.
It'll be interesting to see how the loom compares, because that thing is like a torch.
It really is.
Yeah, it is.
It's true. Light up a room, seriously.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, we're going to leave it there. Thank you so much for dropping by again.
It's always great to be
here.
And
let me know your thoughts, queries, questions, opinions, all the rest of it down below. As always, thank you very, very much for watching. Please don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it, found it useful. And as always, guys, we will catch you in the next one. Ciao.
Ciao.